Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Rookie Card Collector 123 video. In today's video, we're going to continue our look at the National Baseball Hall of Fame True Rookie Cards. We're going to cover another 16 Hall of Fame members. I'm going to show the cards and talk briefly about the sets that they're from. We're continuing alphabetical order with players' last names beginning with the letter C. And we're working backwards towards A. So we've only got I think another three or so more episodes to go after this one, and we'll have completed everybody. So we're going to begin today with one of the more modern cards. This one's going to be the 1975 Topps Gary Carter. Carter appears on one of those 4-on-1 rookie prospect cards. These were all catchers and or outfielders from that 75 rookie season. We also included Dan Meyer, Mark Hill, and Leon Roberts. All three of those guys did spend at least a little bit of time in the majors. Obviously, the key player here is Gary Carter. Carter began his career with the Montreal Expos as a catcher. Played a little bit of first base and outfield, but would remain as an all-star catcher pretty much throughout his entire career. Split between Montreal and in the mid and later 80s with the New York Mets. Was part of the 1986 Mets team that dominated the National League and ultimately beat the Red Sox in the World Series that year. The Carter rookie also includes a mini version. All the 75 Topps cards were produced in a smaller size scale. Those were a test release, basically. They were only distributed in the Michigan, northern Midwest part of the U.S., and those are much tougher to find than the regular 75 Topps. Exact same fronts and backs, just a smaller size card. Carter also has a 1975 Montreal Expos team issue black and white card as well. Not really a card, it's more like a photo pack type of thing. Next to Carter, we have a 1965 Topps Steve Carlton. Carlton's on one of those 60s two-player rookie cards that were popular during that decade. The 70s, they started to do a lot of four-player cards. So Carlton pictured here with the St. Louis Cardinals, and Fritz Ackley is the teammate pictured on the card with Carlton. One of the more popular 65 Topps, one of the key rookies in there, along with a couple of others that we've already looked at, Tony Perez, and a couple of other non-Hall of Fame stars as well. Next one we're going to talk about is going to be the first pre-war card for today. This is going to be the 1912 T207 Max Carey. Carey was a star outfielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates during the 19-teens and into the 1920s as well. The T207s were tobacco cards put out by some of the same cigarette companies that put out cards a couple of years earlier in the T206 and then the T205 sets as well. A lot of them were produced by Little Recruit, which was a cigar manufacturer. They're probably the most common in the T207 series. The T207s also referred to as the brown backgrounds, as the background behind Carey is looks black maybe on the screen here, but it's actually a dark brown color. The T207's not the most popular set from that era. They did not cover, or they did not include a lot of the biggest stars in Major League Baseball during that time for whatever reason. Walter Johnson was the biggest star that they did include. But they were missing Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, Christy Mathewson, and Cy Young, I think, was retired by that point. But all those big names were not included, only Walter Johnson. Next to Carey, we've got another more modern card. This is a 67 tops high number. This is Rod Carew, along with Hank Allen, Minnesota Twins, and Washington American League rookies. Carew came up as a second baseman. Allen was an outfielder. He played a little bit in the majors, but of course, Carew was a major star, Hall of Famer, won 7 or 8 batting titles, had a career batting average of around 330, around the 330 range, and one of the best hitters of my generation when I was growing up following baseball in the 70s and 1980s. After Carew, we've got 1949 Bowman Roy Campanella. So this was kind of the baby boomers era, the very beginning of the post-war era, and the second year for Bowman. The first Bowman cards came out in '48. They were black and white, and these were the first time Bowman produced color cards in '49. They're basically colorized black and white photographs. And Campanella, of course, won 3 MVP awards with the Brooklyn Dodgers before he was paralyzed in a terrible car accident, which prematurely ended his MLB career. I believe that was 1957 or 58. So Campanella, rookie there. He also appeared in the Brooklyn Dodgers photo pack team issue. Those are oversized black and white photos, not really qualifying for rookie card status, but another option for Campanella as a rookie. Next to Campanella, we've got one of the really toughest Hall of Famers to find any cards for, any career contemporary cards, and that's Jesse Burkett. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus a little better. Burkett's career kind of bookended the beginning of the 20th century. So he began his career in the 1892-1893 time frame with the Cleveland Spiders, they were called. At the very beginning of Cy Young's career, Burkett was also just coming into Major League Baseball and played with Cy Young on those Cleveland clubs. The rookie card I chose here is the W600 Sporting Life, which was distributed between 1902 and 1911. Burkett was there, I believe, 1903, the Type 2, which is the second group of Sporting Lifes that were produced. The first group was produced in 1902. They're known as Type 1s. The logo on the bottom is different. That's what changed over the years. There's also a Type 3 and a Type 4 as well. So Burkett, he had a 1893 Just So tobacco card, which was all Cleveland Spiders players, including Cy Young. Most of those are only one example known of each. And my rookie guide, I did not include any one of ones where there's only one example out there. So I did not include that. There is a Jesse Burkett pin back from 1898, which is in the Cameo Pepsin pin set. Again, pin back is not a card, obviously, so it doesn't qualify for rookie card status. Hence, I opted to go with this W600. The only 2 other MLB cards Burkett has is the 1909 Ramley, which is the T204s they're cataloged as. And then if you jump to 1921, when he was a manager, he appears in the Coster Bread New York Giants series. Next player we're going to cover is Jim Bunning, Golden Era Hall of Fame rookie, 1957 tops, mainstream set. Not too much else to elaborate on with Jim Bunning there. Next to Bunning, we have Morgan Bulkley. Bulkley was one of the very early pioneers, executives, contributors to professional baseball during the 19th century. And Bulkley's rookie would be in the 1939 to 43 Sepia Hall of Fame postcard set. That was the very first postcard series put out by the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. Today they print out the same plaque type images, but they're on a bright yellow background. These are on a pinkish sepia colored background. In between, they also did Albert types and Art Fuse, which were other printed versions of these plaque postcards during the 40s and 50s, before starting with the yellow postcards, I believe, in 1963. Okay, continuing on, we're back to the B's now. And we're going to look at our first Negro Leaguer for today. It's going to be Willard Brown. Willard Brown began his Negro League career in the mid-1930s with the Kansas City Monarchs, and would basically spend his entire U.S. Negro League career with the Monarchs throughout the rest of the 30s and throughout the 1940s, playing winter ball just about every year, commonly in Puerto Rico, where this Toleteros rookie card was issued. This is the 1948 to 49 Toleteros, so this was the first year that they put out cards. This was a Puerto Rican Winter League issue from that 48-49 season. They're in black and white. The border on the bottom has the player name, and the rest of the image goes all the way out to the edges of the card, so there's no borders around the card other than underneath the photo. The Toleteros would produce similar set in 1949, another black and white, same type of design, except that one did have white borders surrounding the card. And then in 1950 to 51, the third year and the final year that Toleteros put out cards, they printed these in color, and they had borders again all the way around. The famous Josh Gibson rookie card from that Toleteros set is in that 50 to 51 release. Next to Willard Brown, we've got another second Negro Leaguer today, Raymond Brown. Not related, just share the same last name. Raymond Brown rookie card is in the 1945 to 46 Caramello Deportivo set. Out of all the Negro League sets that were produced in Cuba, Puerto Rico, and elsewhere, this is one of the more easier to obtain sets when it comes to players and rookie cards. And Brown appears in here. These had borders surrounding them. The card numbers in the white baseball on the front of the card. The back is in all in Spanish. Has a bio information on the player and some advertising for Caramello Deportivo, which was a candy company in Cuba. So these were 45-46 Cuban Winter League cards. Okay, next up we're going to look at Mordecai Three-Finger Brown. See if we can get the camera to focus a little better. Maybe over here. Brown again appears in a W600 similar to Jesse Burkett as his rookie card. These are the Sporting Life cabinets that were produced between 1902 and 1911. Brown's first card came out it was either type 2 or type 3, I believe. So that was around 1904, 1903, 1904. And they would be distributed all the way through 1911, the final year of the Sporting Life cabinets. Brown also had a 1904 Allegheny Card Company. It was a playing game set that was never actually issued and released. It was a test issue. And apparently, for whatever reason, the game never ended up getting produced. So the Allegheny card set is only one single card of every player known in that set. So again, one of ones I do not include as rookie card options. So the W600 becomes the Mordecai Brown rookie card. Next to Brown, we've got our first 19th century Old Judge tobacco card. This one is one of the best 19th century hitters and ball players all around, Dan Browthers. Just like many of the old Judge Hall of Famers and rookie cards, Browders appears on several different variations from Old Judge, different poses, different rarity levels depending on each pose. And he was a big first baseman, hit for a career, I believe, 342 batting average. Also a top slugger from his era, led the league in home runs multiple times in addition to batting average titles. So one of the best all-around 19th century players ever, Dan Browders. Moving on, we've got the couple more modern cards coming up. So we've got the 62 Topps Lou Brock, pictured here as a rookie with the Chicago Cubs. He's got the 1962 rookie star logo in the corner. He would have his greatest seasons with the St. Louis Cardinals after a very infamous trade between the Cubs and the Cardinals, where the Cardinals really stole Brock for what would end up being next to nothing, and a really tough loss for the Cubs on that one. But Brock, member of the 3,000 hit club, was all-time National League leader in stolen bases for a career, and also a single-season stolen base leader until Rickey Henderson came along and then broke that record. Next to Brock, we've got a 1975 Topps, another rookie, along with Gary Carter. We've got George Brett here. Again, the 75 Topps came in the full-size card like this one, and then a mini version, which was a test issue in the Michigan area. Brett also appeared in a couple of Royals photo pack team set issues, including a 74 Royals team set issue, which would predate this Topps rookie by a year. I do not include team issues as part of the rookie card option, so therefore I went with the 75 Topps here. Next one we're going to look at is one more W600 today. That's going to be Roger Bresnahan, great catcher for the New York Giants and then later the St. Louis Cardinals. His true rookie, again, is in the Sporting Life cabinets issued between 1902 and 1911. And this one pictured here is a type 2. So these would have come out around 1903 and would be the earliest Bresnahan card. Bresnahan was also in that Allegheny card company set that was put out in 1904, the one-of-one cards. And the last one we're going to cover today is Lou Boudreau. Boudreau appears on this 1941 double play card. These picture two players, one on the left, one on the right, typically from the same team. And Boudreau is pictured with Clarence Campbell on this Indians double play card, and the earliest Lou Boudreau issue. He's part of the 1939 to 46 exhibit salutation exhibit set. If his card was actually issued in 39, that would make it a year or two earlier than the double play here. But those would be distributed over a extended number of years, even beyond the 46 release date. So I opted to go with the more definitive 1941 card for the Boudreau rookie. So that's going to wrap up today's episode on the Baseball Hall of Fame True Rookie cards. Another 16 players we covered today. Hopefully you got some good information, saw some good pictures on what these cards actually look like, what to look for at card shows, and wherever else you do your collecting. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys again on the next one.